All right, traders. So watch this video here for Wednesday, September 18th. It's important to know, I'm showing you the spot here. You can see how narrow the range is. You can see how dead the volume is. I was tweeting stupid stuff like, this is what it feels like trading on December 25th, that sort of thing. It's been very, very dead. Normally on our website, I will, pick a couple really big movers, great calls from the day that were made in chat by me or Wayne or any number of our members, and highlight them. Yesterday and today, nothing. I'm green both days. I actually had a decent little after hours trade in FedEx today, but I'm green both days, but not very much money, and there's just not a lot going on. So I'm just there's going to be nothing added for the last couple days. And then tomorrow morning's going to be dead, and then you got the FOMC announcement, and that's why we're so dead. Market is waiting for the FOMC announcement, and I would say Thursday and Friday will be more normalized trading, where there'll be more opportunities again. All right. So anyway, what am I watching for Wednesday? Keep in mind, I'm not that anxious to trade the morning. This is FedEx, FDX. They had earnings after the bell, and it's trading right now as I'm talking about 156.63. So gapping down to about here. What I'd like to see is an open somewhere around here and a sell-off, and I'd like to be bidding below 150. That's a spot where it's really bounced off of nicely right here. Didn't quite get to below 150, but you see what I mean. The area right here, here, and again here, and that's a long way to fall. I'd probably be a bidder below 150 tomorrow if I get downside shape into that area. So that's something to watch. DTEA, nice 2-day move here, and then a 2-day pullback, partial retracement on lower volume. That one goes on bounce watch tomorrow. NVAX, NVAX. Nice pop yesterday. Today, a quiet inside day on lower volume. Love to see a narrow range break in the afternoon or something, but we'll see. Maybe we get a low risk setup in the morning. ARA has been on bounce watch for a couple days. Goes back on bounce watch. It did actually hit the 20-day today, and kind of a little bit of a bottoming tail now. So that one goes on bounce watch tomorrow. No trades in it today. Overstock, just another ugly red day. Kind of like FedEx. I'd like to see an initial sell-off down, maybe flush the 200-day, maybe come down near this recent low, somewhere down in this area. If I get morning shape down to there, I'll probably be a bidder down there too. ARDX. I just realized I like to put this up in every video, so I want to explain because just so you know that these are not obviously investment recommendations, and they are not anything that I plan on holding overnight. So take a little bit and read that, pause the video if you have to. Just explains the kind of trader I am, right? So ARDX is just after the FDA decision, had a big wild day, and now it's down 4 days in a row, 3 days in a row maybe, down near the 20-day. Potential bounce tomorrow, we'll see. Had it on watch today, didn't give any kind of setup. Dean Foods, another one, had a nice move, DF, and then a pullback on declining volume back to the 20-day. That one's interesting for a bounce. It did not give a trigger today. ENDP, after this pop, still kind of flagging sideways. I'm looking for a break out of this flag. PIR, Pier 1, a really whippy trader. Big seller on the tape around 10 today, or at 10 today. Let's see, it hit back here, it hit 994. Today it hit 10. It did come sell off and end up way down below that, though. It is a thin trader. Wayne and I were talking about this the last couple of days, that you'd expect this to have a little bit, with the big short interest in it, and it's Pier 1's kind of a big name. You would expect it to be, a little bit more heavily traded. But anyway, maybe we get some kind of clean setup through 10 tomorrow. Keep in mind it closed at 927, nowhere near that. So I'm not in love with that one. Fran's got to be on watch. A lot of times you get a big move and a stock goes into a range, and I would call the range from here to here. And so we're getting near the bottom of that range. I think Fran's worth watching. And then lastly, SPWR, which had this big pop back here, and you can picture a trend line. We follow my mouse there, right? Today we broke that trend line on nice volume, fairly strong close. Maybe we get a follow-through day and come up and test this 16. Only with a proper intraday setup, as I always say. We'll add some gappers to this list as well, and once we get that FOMC decision behind us, we can go back to trading again, man. I'm looking forward to it. See y'all in chat.